Yo, what's up, everybody? Back. Got a huge comic book haul for you. Haven't been to my shop in about a month, so I got a ton of books to show off. But first, give you a quick update. You noticed there's no intro, and I posted on the channel how I'm trying to merge all my accounts because of Google Plus, and Google's making a big mess of everything with YouTube and all that, so I'm trying to work all that out. So I'm going to try to have all videos under my Gino the Dragon account, so keep an eye out for those. I'll try to get some updates as soon as I get all that worked out. But on to the good stuff. Let's talk about some cool books. First up, we got previews, of course. And my shop actually did not get Marvel previews in this, but it doesn't matter. I never looked through Marvel or DC stuff. I usually get it for indie books and toys. A lot of cool import toys. Also, quick note, got my man Grifter from Wildcats. As a kid, I was a big Wildcats fan. Jim Lee, the toys, cartoon, comics, all that good stuff. So, onto the books. Got All New X-Men, number 23 and 24. Some of the Trial of Jean Grey stuff, which might be a difficult read for me because I'm not reading Guardians of the Galaxy, as I don't really care about them, so we'll see about that. Next up, Amazing X-Men, number 4. Pretty cool book. Glad to see Nightcrawler back, and I really like this cover. Just great work by Ed McGuinness. Moving on, got Avengers, number 26. I like to see AIM on here. Thought it was Secret Avengers for a quick second, just so used to seeing AIM in that book, but that'd be cool. Then we got Avengers Assemble 24, featuring one of my favorites, Spider-Girl. Glad to see her back in the fold, getting some attention. Hope to see more of her. Another Avengers book, Avengers World, number 3. I'm still behind, so I haven't even touched number 1 of this yet. So we'll be catching up with this. But we got Spencer Hickman, and Caselli, who's one of my favorite artists, great artist. Loved his work back on G.I. Joe, America's Elite, and then some of his other previous Avengers work. So looking forward to that. Then Black Widow. Great to have her back in a solo title. I love this cover. Nathan Edmondson, Phil Noto. Nathan Edmondson did The Activity, which was one of my favorite Image books. And then he's also on, what's that new book he got? Oh, Punisher. That's right. I haven't read Punisher yet either, but I got him in here. But yeah, I like this cover. Great to see Black Widow running solo ops again. We got some Captain America 17 and 18. This series has been kind of all over the place. That Dimension Z stuff is interesting in some parts and kind of crazy, but gotta like Cap. And of course, gotta represent for the Carol Corps. I'm a proud member of Carol Corps. Captain Marvel number 1, Kelly Sue, one of my favorite writers, one of the best writers in the business. So go and check this out. Looking forward to this. I don't even know why they need to relaunch it, but that's just how it goes. And then The Man Without Fear, Daredevil. This has been an awesome series, one of the best in recent years. They're relaunching this as well with the same creative team. Still don't know why. I would like to see it keep going. I miss those days with high issue counts, triple digits. It's all good stuff. That might be a thing of the past. Hawkeye, number 15 and 17. Yeah. When I was going through my books, I realized there was no 16 in here. I had to go online, go to Diamond, and check out what was going on with that because I had no idea. Took me a few minutes and I realized I already had 16 because it came out before. I'm not really sure how that worked out. Don't really care. 17 is going to be an interesting read because it got some goofy Christmas special story. Seems like it's going to be a lot of filler. I hope not, but we'll check it out when I get to it. Indestructible Hulk. There's been a pretty big surprise for me because I'm not usually a Hulk fan, but Mark Waid is a fantastic writer, so it's just been great to see Banner doing some science stuff and got Hulk. Had a few rough issues in there, but for the most part, it's been pretty good, especially visually. It's kind of progressive story, so that's been cool. And then Mighty Avengers. Really liking this. Nice little cast. And then very cool artist who I hope to see a lot more. I hope I don't butcher his name. Valerio Schiti. Sorry if I butchered that name, man. But I love your work, especially on his run of Journey into Mystery with Catherine Immonen, and I think Jordi Belair was on that. So yeah, definitely check out some of his work. Oh, another issue here. It says 7 and 8. We got the Blue Marvel. Oh, we got She-Hulk in here too. Looking forward to that. And Moon Knight #1. I'm absurdly geeked to see Moon Knight back in the solo series again. His last run with Bendis and Malieve was fantastic. I know they're going to get away from his mental health issues. I thought that was a great part of the character and just great work into the books. But I'm looking forward to this. Like I said, big Moon Knight fan. Great to see him back running again. So, yeah. And Nova, number 13 and 14, or 13 point now, whatever. And my man Beta Ray Bill on the cover. Nova is kind of surprised too. I went in kind of skeptical because I still miss Richard Rider and Nova Prime costume, which was a great look. Richard Rider was a great character. Hope he comes back in the future. I'm not gonna hold my breath though. And the man Punisher, Nathan Edmondson, Mitch Gerards, the creative team behind The Activity, which I mentioned already. So it's great to see them over at Marvel working on the Punisher. So, like I said, I like that book a lot. So if they're working together again, I'll check it out. The Punisher 2 and 3. And next we got Secret Avengers number 15 and 16. Secret Avengers is probably my favorite of the Avengers books from the last few years. I love the Black Ops, love the spy stuff. And I wish this would have been the influence they went for with Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I would have made that book or made that show so much better. So they should definitely just go pick up these issues. And then we got the relaunch, Secret Avengers #1. I got quite a few #1s in this stack. So you have Michael Walsh, who drew a book over at Image called Comeback, sci-fi series, time travel with him and Ed Brisson. If you get a chance, go check that out. It's a cool little series. I like his art, so looking for that. And Alice Cott, who's a cool writer. He did another book I liked. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but got a nice little cast here. Nick Fury, Hawkeye, and that stupid costume. Black Widow, Spider-Woman, and that damn Coulson. I wish Coulson would die. Die, Coulson, die. I have no problem with you dying again. Anyways. She-Hulk, #1 and #2. First, gotta say, Charles Soule. It's gotta be like the #1 dude in the industry right now. He's on like a ton of books. I don't know how he does it, but he deserves a high five. So we got She-Hulk. Glad to see her back. I've been a fan of hers for a little while now. So once I knew she was going to be back in a solo book, I was like, yeah, I got to check it out. So looking forward to reading that. This is a pretty cool cover. We got Polito, who I have to say I'm really not a huge fan of. but I'm hoping Charles Soule's writing can make it for that. Just personal preference. And then we have Superior Spider-Man, which is coming to a close pretty soon, or maybe at the end of these issues. 28, number 29, 27, 28, 29, Goblin Nation. And then see Spider-Man 2099 makes an appearance, another appearance. So we can see how that goes. Glad to see something moving with this Green Goblin stuff. It's been kind of sitting in the background for a while. The whole Goblin, Goblin Nation, cool tattoos and all that. So we'll see how that goes before Amazing Spider-Man 1 hits. Then Thor, God of Thunder, which has been a pretty consistent book since it came in. Jason Aaron's awesome. And Esad Ribic, if I didn't butcher that name either. So you got this, The Last Days of Midgard, Thor, God of Thunder, number 19. And then we got Thunderbolts. And guess who's writing this one? Charles Soule and then Carlo Barberi. Not familiar with him, but check it out. Actually, yeah, he's done some recent issues, isn't he? Maybe. I don't know. But Thunderbolts has been pretty cool. Started out kind of rough, but kind of stuck through, and then it kind of hit its stride a little bit. Some of the artists have been up and down, but got a decent little cast. Interesting stuff. We got Uncanny Avengers, 17, Reminder McNiven, who's an awesome artist. Cap, Marvel Now costume. Still kind of torn on that. It's decent. Like I said, I got the Marvel Legends Cap figure. Just to have a modern Cap figure, but the costume's kind of grown on me. Uncanny Avengers. And then got Uncanny X-Men, number 17 and number 18. By my man Bacalo working with Bendis. Bacalo, like I've said before in previous videos, one of my favorite artists. Just love his work. Love his X-Men stuff, especially. Just fantastic stuff. I'd love some original art from his if I can. And then this one, got another artist, Rudy. And I love this cover. I don't like Cyclops having a gun to his head, but the visual is kind of cool. Blast him, Cyclops. We want to take that. Team Cyclops, the number 1 X-Men. You heard it from me.